Afternoon, everybody. My name's Anne Holland. I've been a volunteer with the British Red Cross basically for half my lifetime, which is 38 years now, which is a very long time. And I am one of the volunteers for community education, which is part of a very large stream. So hopefully, this presentation will explain about community education. So I'll just start sharing my screen with you. So community education is just one part of Red Cross's overview. And we're going to be quickly looking at who we are, our vision and mission, the educational offer, the resources that we've got for you, and then obviously some feedback. So obviously the British Red Cross is part of the international movement of the 192 national Red Cross and Red Crescent societies around the world. Each society has a responsibility to help vulnerable people within its own borders and work in conjunction with the main movement to protect and support people worldwide in crisis. Each national society is bound by the 7 fundamental principles of humanity, impartiality, neutrality, independence, voluntary service, unity, and universality. So our vision within community education is to create a join up between different communities, different parts of communities, so they can thrive. The mission is to provide humanitarian education that encourages kind and inclusive communities and equips people to prevent and prepare to respond to and recover from adversity. So our educational offer within communities, we have 3 basic causes, and that's disasters and emergencies, displacement and migration, and health inequalities. We can use a mixture of blended digital and non-digital education products. And this develops resilience on issues relevant to communities that we serve. And it builds the power of kindness, of movement, where people are and the empowerment to act. Creates lifelong engagement with the Red Cross itself. So within this, there are quite a few different things that we have to think about. We can do face-to-face education where in the country we actually have volunteers. Online classrooms obviously can go anywhere, and telephone workshops. So within those areas, as you can see, the online classrooms and also the face-to-face education are the same. And the telephone workshops include an additional, which is the exploring loneliness. So there is this toolkit, a first aid toolkit for well-being techniques and resilience development. And within it, obviously, we've got these mindfulness activities. So this is all free to download from our website. And at the end of this presentation, you will see the QR codes. We also deal quite a lot with young people. So again, we have the online classrooms and in-person education. So with young people, we are talking about the ages of 10 to 19. So that's the top classes in a primary school, and obviously all the way through secondary schools as well. We do have a kindness activity pack that children can download because kindness can help us keep together. So our first aid educational offer, there is several apps that you can use. So there's the Learn First Aid app, the First Aid app itself, and there's one for adults and also pediatrics, which are all up to date with the most up-to-date information with the Resuscitation Council, etc. Very useful if you're away from a manual. Obviously, there are first aid champions, and there's also book workshops as well. We have the wellbeing offer. So wellbeing support for adults, support for young people as well. And there are the Kind Place podcasts, as well as book workshops. So as we are a charity, we do have to think about money, and we don't have volunteers all over the country, unfortunately. So this is why we have these online and through the app. And this is just some of the feedback that we've actually had. So as you can see here from the Tackling Adult Loneliness, and somebody has said that it wasn't what they expected. And to be honest, I feared that I wouldn't be fully engaging and with the enjoyment of it. However, it was totally the opposite. It sadly finished fast. I really enjoyed every minute of it and can't wait to be part of it. So our resources, having shared with colleagues, just wanted to give a shout out to you about the good work that we do, and thanks for all our support in the community. So with the youth empathy and migration, because obviously we do have a lot of refugees in this country already, and somebody has actually put this, seeing the young people come to understand that there are many reasons why someone would want to come to the UK to live, and it's not always their choice, which is something that really strikes me, because through the Red Cross, I trained a lot of the COVID vaccinators, and I'm a vaccinator myself, and actually went into a hotel that was housing refugees, and they saw the symbol and started to open up. So it is something that we really do have to think about, is the refugees as well. So young people coping with challenges. So talking about their difficulties openly has really helped a lot of people, especially after the pandemic. So when we're thinking about tackling adult loneliness, the workshops are done normally over the phone. But yes, we do have a support line as well. Following Storm Arwen, you never know, I might have made a phone call to you on behalf of the Electricity Board, just to see if there was anything that we could particularly do to actually help you as well. So the workshops have been really beneficial to those who do feel isolated within the community. So to continue our vital work, we do need money, unfortunately. So I know that the Rotary raises money for a lot of different projects, and obviously you are helping the British Red Cross and obviously the International Red Cross at the same time. Thank you very much for listening.